and I came across this frog.
It came across a frog.
Yeah, he was out of the water.
For sure.
And the frog looked up at me. He didn't speak to me, but I felt his energy.
Yeah.
So I went over there and I pulled my little Bible out and I laid hands on that frog. That frog, I said, I said, Lord, give this frog life.
You had to speak to him in
living.
Spanish?
Put him back into the lake.
You had to speak to him in Spanish?
Yes.
I don't know if that was Spanish.
And then once I laid my hands upon that frog, that amphibian, he came to life. Sprung up. Sprung up like the Jesus waters. Sprung up like the brook of living water. And he jumped into the lake. As he jumped into the lake, he looked back and he said, bruh, I appreciate that. May your rest of your life be filled with blessings
The frog said, bruh.
and prosperity. And I said, bruh, go back home to your family. He says, yeah, I'm going to get it in because I'm going to take care of my wife tonight. I said, all right, you're going to create like 20, 34 more frogs.
Frogs don't mate for life.
So, he did that. And ever since then, my life has been nothing but blessing.
I could see a lobster having a wife. Geese, they mate for life.
So,
Frogs
it's a situation right now
a
where
little piece of ass.
I just want to be respected in this situation.
All right.
I want people to know that I do.
This.
You know, a riveting story?
Oh, wait a minute.
I guess you could say that was a riveting story?
Yes, that was the truth when I was 5.
Rivet.
Get it?
Should I explain it again? Is it funnier if I keep explaining it?
Yeah, do you get it? Say something.
I don't have my bad joke. I don't have my bad joke button. But if I did, boom.
Can I get a microphone testing from everybody?
Test. So am I better here or better here?
You're better closer.
Yeah.
Better here?
I think so. We'll back up some.
Here?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I'll stay right here.
Are you gonna
You'll
stay
be
there
all
the
right.
whole podcast?
Yes.
All right.
You'll be all right. I'm going to work with you.
I appreciate that, Dame. Unlike some people I know.
1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4, 5 and a 6. How about some more? It's your boy Dame Dozha. I'm sitting here next to my guy, DJ Deceptacon.
See you.
And I normally would have had you on the end of the table, but you know what I'm saying? Love to,
Special circumstances.
post
man.
you up in the paint. Pause. But anyway,
Yeah, that was
it's
wrong.
your, that was regular.
Hold on now, Charlemagne the God. Hold on now, Charlemagne.
In case y'all don't know what it is, it's the Word on the Net podcast. I'm Dame Dozha. We have DJ Deceptacon. We have a couple of special guests in the building today. We got Coughman.
Yo.
And GWill.
Mm-hmm. Y'all know who I am.
Wait, do they?
Take a.
That's right. They already know what the situation is.
The class.
And if you don't, you better ask somebody.
It's
I'm
Word on the
trying to
Net
get the world to know.
Shot for the introduction.
Podcast. I think we like on number 9. We almost in double digits, y'all, man. We've been doing this
That's right.
2023. And we like to talk about trending topics on the internet and have an intellectual conversation with people in the industry, entrepreneurs, influencers. And today we are in luck because we have in our company marketing, promotions, artistry, writing, and a whole lot of gang shit, man. You know what I'm saying? But that's just what we gonna talk about, man. How y'all gentlemen doing, man? How y'all doing, man? Welcome to the Word on the Net podcast.
Hey,
Welcome.
You're doing wonderful.
Thank you, Dame. Thank you, Septicon, for having us here.
What the fuck? Y'all are fucking. Oh, shit.
You can curse.
Okay, there we go.
Curse.
I've been PR
Podcast.
trained minimally, so.
It's all right. But
Come on,
try
Greg.
to keep
Come
it,
on, Greg.
Try to
What you
keep it
doing,
clean
Greg?
because YouTube be tripping a little bit. So we're gonna
Yeah,
have
YouTube
an
be tripping.
intellectual conversation
We'll
today.
edit out some of it. You
And
feel me? So-
it's GWill Entertainment. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna leave out all governments. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right. GWill
Shout out
Entertainment.
GWill,
Y'all
big
know the
man.
name.
GWE.
GWE. For those of y'all who can't read, download Hooked on Phonics. You'll figure it out.
So what
You
is
heard the man.
GWE, my brother? You know what I'm saying? Break it down to us.
GWill Entertainment. I'm not going to
It's
give
his
my government
government
name.
name. It's
But
his
you know what?
government
I'm
name.
going to say it. It's Greg Williams Entertainment. How about it?
No, I'm just asking. What is GWill
logo?
Entertainment? How are you entertaining us?
I throw shows. I do promotions. Me and Deceptacon been running shows for 4 years now. He's my main DJ. We make it work. I put on for the indie artists in the city.
I put on.
Yeah, I put on for
GWill.
this. I don't
That's
put on for the
GWill.
city. I put on for the indie artists in the city. And let me say this. Let me say this. And as respectfully as I can say this, some of y'all artists I don't put on, y'all, you did me dirty. But that's okay. That's why you only got. That's why you're only where you're at right now. I'm gonna leave that alone.
Because you're doing wrong.
Because you're doing wrong.
You're doing
and
wrong.
I'm gonna call you. I'm not gonna call you out, but your numbers,
wrong.
if you gonna call yourself an artist and your numbers don't match up, forget what I'm doing. You talk about you got thousands streams on Spotify, mother.
Brother.
You gotta. It's like this. Don't come to me talking that mess. You can't be doing what you're supposed to do because you lazy. You let your friends get in the way. You let your girl get in your ear. You let your friends get in your ear. You let your job get in the way. Don't come to me because you're lazy.
Church.
And you want to talk about you ain't making it. You making excuses. Don't come and then say, well, I can't. It's because you're not dedicated to this. You're not dedicated to your craft.
You're not dedicated.
Not dedicated to it. So don't make no excuses.
I made no excuse.
Anybody ever work with me, y'all know. I ain't gonna mention no names, but y'all know who you are. That's why you claim you doing all this, that, the third, but you ain't doing ishy-ish right now. But it's okay. Come out to my next show. Come out to my next. I got Coughman over here.
I'ma be there.
I got Deceptacon right here. That's my
run
main
it.
DJ.
He gonna be there.
How many years have you been doing shows? You said 4 years.
4 years.
with
That's
the
4
right.
years.
I got
11 million months.
riled up, but
Give
I got
the mic
riled
some
up.
room when you screaming.
I got
Yeah,
riled
yeah.
up a little
My
bit.
ears.
My bad. I got riled up, but go ahead, Dame.
Yeah. So how many years you been doing?
4 years.
How many, and have you ever rapped or did anything?
Oh
other
yeah.
than-
I'm in your
man,
ear.
come on.
I fucked your bitch. Yeah. I got the video.
Look
Nah,
at me,
no,
Dave.
I didn't.
Look at me,
I
Dave.
didn't. I ain't say rap, but anyway, I mean, we here to have fun, man. Content
Yeah.
over everything. COE, it's all good content, man. Bad, I'm saying bad cap, good cap. All, I'm saying caps
Yeah.
matter.
All
But
caps matter.
I basically just want to break down how many decades you've had in the industry, period, my brother, because you got a wealth of knowledge.
In the industry,
And we
less than one.
No.
You talking about decades, right?
Yeah.
We talking about only 4
Less than
years.
1 decade.
Oh,
okay.
A decade's like a fourth of a 40% of
I thought
of a decade.
I thought it was
4
5
years.
years.
But what
5
about in
years
hip hop? Like you ain't did anything else? Like what gives you the motivation to do your shows?
Helping indie artists and helping indie artists that's dedicated and that's passionate. And I'm sitting next to one that's to my left right now.
Yeah, he's a good man for real. He sees potential, or he sees an artist that's already there and he puts him on. There's definitely been positions where GWills has even tried to work with someone he saw potential in, and they don't give no respect. So that's why they're not here. That's why they're not around. Not even here as in the podcast, but here as in working with GWills. So.
And do you do shows only in Atlanta?
No,
Or
sir.
what are some of the places that you do your shows?
Ohio. We did Ohio on November 5th of last year.
We're going back.
We're going back to Ohio on March 18th. We're doing Mobile, Alabama with Young HD. Shout out Young HD.
Shout
Young
out.
HD.
What up, Young HD?
Young HD Mobile. Got you, man. We're gonna be down there
How you
in
feel?
April. But we got that in April, and then we got a show that we're still planning for Oklahoma City, Oklahoma. Shout out my friend of 30 years, G. Presley.
Yeah,
He's putting that together.
Big press, big press.
Deceptacon know him.
He drinks Michelob's, which is a woman beer.
Yeah,
But
so it's we got that,
Michelob,
and then just today, we just we're putting together a show for Birmingham, Alabama, which is gonna be done later on this year, probably toward the end of the year.
So
now,
you're all over the country.
Yeah, well, I would say we're branching out. We're like a slow moving tsunami. Now, I will say
Slow
this.
moving tsunami.
I will say this.
Cool.
Coughman has a mega show coming up.
Coughman.
later this summer.
We putting a half pipe in that bitch.
We gonna
That's gonna be hard.
Yeah.
so
I got-
you know I'm
you
gonna
already got
kind
your
of
place
pull back and let
lined
him.
Well,
You don't know. Wait, no.
Do you have
we-
a spot lined up for it?
we have talks of where we want to put it. What you know?
I know where you should put it at.
Uh-oh.
Bonfire.
What's that?
Bonfire. I'll explain it.
They
to
got
you.
a half pipe
They
there
got
already.
a half pipe there already.
Oh, GWill
That's Bankhead Highway Playboy,
Yeah.
West Atlanta.
Come on,
We'll
bro.
get there. We'll get
Okay.
there.
We'll get there.
We'll get
Okay.
there.
But
All right.
I'm gonna sit back and let
Just remember
us
Deceptacon
Coughman,
said
because this is where I'm here is for my guy Coughman.
It's on tape.
So let's go.
All right. So wait. You spoke about independent artists and having a passion to help independent artists.
Absolutely.
And you also spoke about having quality and having like a standard that you
Absolutely.
that you would like independent artists to have to
Yes,
actually to catch your eye or to do business. And this artist that you have to the left of you reaches that standard and some.
Absolutely. I'm gonna say this. Now, I want you not to edit this thing out, right? I want you, this is gonna be raw. This man sacrificed Valentine's Day to come to this studio to record.
Okay.
We
damn
rescheduled,
good.
but the sacrifice was there. You know what I'm saying?
Sacrifice was there.
He
But we
he,
rescheduled it. It's not like,
We did
okay,
reschedule,
because
though.
that sounded bad really quick. Let me clarify. She was also busy on the day. She worked. She's a beautiful, beautiful lady. I love her to death, Kenzie. She had something going on.
Oh.
Yeah, right. Hey, me
and kids.
but because, we both came to the agreement, this shit ain't going to work. And then, so yeah, we made it happen.
Damn, Kenzie, what'd you do?
She had to work. She's a hairstylist.
Oh, okay. I thought you talking about the whole relationship. I was like, yeah, dog, Kenzie.
Not at all. She perfect.
Damn,
she
Kenzie.
Okay, so independent artists, I also have a passion for helping independent artists. Dozha is my platform. And, I like to say that sometimes independent artists need a teammate. They need a good teammate, somebody that's going to root for them from the stands. Also, somebody that may be willing to be in the field with them and pass them the ball and throw the alley-oop. And when I see you come to the studio, I almost refer to you as a manager because you're one of those.
I manage you kind of guys.
Yeah, you're one of those guys that's just stepping in, that's willing to get on in the field and also root from the stands and also basically the ticket booth as well.
Absolutely.
Ground level up.
And so I just want to give you your flowers and thank you on behalf of all independent artists that you've given the opportunity, and some. GWE should be celebrated, and yeah, that's what we're gonna do right here on Word of the Night.
Hell
We
yeah.
appreciate you,
Respect,
man.
man.
Dubs, bro.
Respect.
We appreciate you, man. GWE. Now Coughman,
Yeah.
spell Coughman, and I got to love that because I'm Dame Dozha. You know what I'm saying? And the Dozha makes you cough every now and then,
Hey,
man.
there you go.
So let us know what you got going on. Where you from, and what you do.
So I'm from North Georgia, Ackworth area. It all started off with this little group, 1122. Zoot is a big part of that. He was the originator. I've worked with a couple fellow artists that have brought me to where I am today. Salchi,
My boy Zoot.
Salchi Baby, shout out Salchi.
Shout out. Zoot.
Shout
Shout
out.
out Salty.
Shout out Kid Acid. He goes by Bareface now. But when I
Okay.
worked with him, it was Kid Acid, Donnie Bravo,
Donnie Bravo.
J Spice, Aver. The list goes on. If I was going to sit here and say that, we'd be here for the next 3 hours. But what they did was give me the opportunity to reach out to other artists in the area. And I had this 2-year hiatus of putting out music. And from that, I gathered my next mixtape, which drops March 24th. Today is March 7th. We're live on the 7th. This drops in less than, 2 weeks, 2.5 weeks.
Yeah.
Growing Pains is accumulation of growing painfully. You know what I mean? Everybody has their trials, tribulations. They have shit that they go against, whether it's love, loss, something that's really fucking digging into your neck like a knife, and you sitting there growing through it all. Coughman.
Coughman.
But yeah, so Growing Pains is dropping soon. That shit's sick. I'm already working on my next project. It's Borderline completed. I'm going to sit with it, though, because I'm not happy with the outcome. I'm happy with the songs, but half of them probably just going to be singles. We're going in a great direction. We're going, first of all, I was about to talk about shows. Shout out Deceptacon for the Zoot show. That man fucking through all that. You know, that shit was fucking fire. That was my first stage performance in a year. I want to say a year and a half, maybe. Shit went well. Everything went well. Up next is I've been ghostwriting for a few people to up my skills, and because people value me to the level where they pay me for that. And then everything I've been writing personally, I've been reaching out to shout out Dominic, shout out Chase Bands, shout out Chase Doe.
Chase Bands?
Yeah, Chase Bands is fire. That's me on the screen right now. Could we put that on there?
With Nancy. Shout out Nancy.
Yeah, shout out Nancy. Oh my goodness, bro. Nancy's been every single time we get a session here, Nancy is there.
The great Nancy.
Yes, we all love Nancy.
Hell yeah.
The great Nancy.
And the future is just we got a music video dropping in 3 days too. Cyborg Shooter music video, 3 days, March 10th, drops at midnight. That shit is fucking sick. I'm sorry about all this cursing. I've been PR trained to be better than
You
this.
set out Eden Creatives.
Oh, Eden Creative, bro. He's so sick. He's a videographer. If you need to work, go through GWill. He'll set you up. They got your Instagram on the screen, right?
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, bro.
All right, so you're busy
Yeah, for sure.
guy. It seems like you
Drop
were.
a comment below if you've been to one of our shows. My bad. Go ahead.
Yeah, for sure.
So, and also, as it would seem, live performances is kind of very much a part of your aesthetic as an artist. What kind of music how would you describe your music?
God damn, bro. The way I wish I could put that into words. My music is definitely a touch of old school. I wouldn't want to say new school completely, but it was like it peaked for me in. Let me put my influences out there. That'll probably help. Capital Steez, rest in peace. Mac Miller, rest in peace. Earl Sweatshirt, XXXTentacion, rest in peace. It all started off heavily lyrical.
Wait, hold on, wait. Are all your idols gone already?
Not all of them.
Okay, I was about to say, damn.
Damn.
I had
some
a
deep
rough,
shit.
bro. The year X and Mac passed, that was a rough year.
Damn.
Like that was a rough. Those are my two main guys. Shout out to the ones that are alive. J. Cole was cadence wise super big on helping me finish a flow. Super big on helping me with how to not sound clumsy on a beat. When you get a beat, you want to be choppy in a good way. And he's the blueprint. He says it all the fucking time in his own songs, but like the blueprint for all this shit. And then, yeah, I'd say those are probably the top inspirations. And Redville. Y'all know Redville?
Redville.
I haven't heard of it.
Bro, I
Redville.
super
Well,
recommend
you got to pull
it.
up some Redville.
Yeah, Campbell by Redville is like without a doubt my favorite song from him.
Well, we could pull up the artists. You know, we not really play. We don't want to get
Oh,
strikes,
yeah,
but-
no strikes on that.
Yeah,
But,
no strikes on that, but definitely.
yeah, my skate shit's up there too because I had to prove where I came from.
We gotta watch a skate video.
Bro,
please,
come
please,
on,
come on.
play
You gotta
any of
click
those.
any
Gotta watch
one.
that skate
Look,
video
watch
right
this
there.
intro.
Watch any of them,
Watch
bro.
this intro, bro.
That's Coughman right there. Okay.
Okay.
Is this on screen
Okay.
right now? Hell yeah. You should have
Yeah.
started off from the start, bro. I came in, gap the hip. That switch rock came off with the 5-0. Air the gip to
We live.
5-0 straight in, bro. 50-50.
You get deep.
Come on, dude. That was
with
an
the
ugly
breakdown,
disaster. That was an ugly disaster. Put me on,
Got Coughman there.
oh, you got us on video,
He's
GWill.
pretty good, man.
Look,
Name up in
fakey
the
50,
thing.
He's consistent too.
regular
Got
50.
there, right there.
I missed
That's
it. Watch
right
this.
there.
Cute little pose. I'm a hottie.
Bam.
All right,
Okay,
so
go to the next. Go to the
look.
next one. Okay.
Fakey half cap flip off a 2-block. Who do you know, bro?
Clean
Nollie
too.
big spin off 2-block.
Nice.
Not this video. There's one other one at Joyland Park. This is Atlanta right here, Joyland. This
Okay.
park is sick because it's 24-hour lit. This was like a 4
wow.
a.m. sesh. We were out there getting it in. Not. I think like this might be the only park off the top of my brain. Watch this. Kickflip slow mo. That foot's way out. Catch. Slam down. Bro, dirty. Me and
That's
my prime of
crazy.
skating was a little fiend, bro. I was hungry for the clips. That's like me now with music. I'm hungry to put something out that I'm proud of, and it's like.
And so, how does the skateboarding go with the music? How does it? Is it something that that you do on the side? Is your music reflective of the skateboard culture?
That's hard.
So my growth, both music and skateboarding, started at basically the exact same time. I think I started writing music for 2 years before I laid anything down. So music had a couple leg ups on my skating. But as I'm getting into skating, you're making connections. There's a bunch of skaters you wouldn't even think, or maybe you would, but like 50% of skaters make music. Half of them make punk, half of them make rock, and then there's the percentage that makes rap. 50-50 was a bad description. But you make so many connections. I met Salchi, one of the people I work with the most. The reason we clicked off so hard was because he skates. I've met producers through skating. I've met engineers through skating. This one's fire. That's Skate Cop right there. Fucking pig.
Skate Cop.
Look at him, bro. That shit is a clown, dude. Look, on the 50-50 out, the meanest kickflip on flat ever. You about to see it once it loads. Bro,
Clean.
what? I'm about to hit
Quick and clean.
Yeah, right.
So that was a 50-50 on flat, you said?
No, the
was the
50-50
kickflip.
was on the bar. The kickflip was on flat. That's a
Okay.
board slide.
That's a board slide.
Big ass board slide.
Front side board slide. Oh no, yeah, front
Yeah,
side
it's
board
been a
slide?
minute since
No,
I
that
played
was,
Tony
that
Hawk.
was a regular. Yeah.
backside board slide.
Yeah.
He says Skate Cop.
Yeah,
Skate
Skate
Cop.
Cop,
That was a
bro.
50-50 right there.
He used to come. He was actually nice, but it was obviously sketchy why he's pulling up to the park. He was like trying to get info or something. This
Oh
is
man, he was a snake.
had to be. Why else are you there as
So
a cop?
they got narcs in the skate world too. Huh?
Yeah, for
Oh,
drugs.
for sure, bro. I mean, Swift Cantrell, the
They trying to see
Kennes-
who's selling drugs to kids.
Kennesaw Skate Park. Oh, this is my buddy. I went to high school with this guy. Allman Lyerly is the tag up there. He actually has his own band. Shout out Soup Kink. They're fi. They do punk rock shit. It's so sick. He also is a photographer. He took these photos. They're so sick.
That's dope.
Yeah, he's awesome with every craft he does.
Your Instagram's definitely interesting, brother.
Yeah, and that's my first show right there. That black and white. That's Kid Acid is in the middle. Zoot is to the left. Donnie Bravo's far left. I'm to the far right. My music was ass. In a funny way.
You said it was.
Was in the past. I had a song called Disgusting that everybody liked, and the reason everybody liked it was because it was the grossest shit I've ever written.
And so what?
You gotta stand out.
And so what did you do to improve your music? What did you do to improve your music?
I mean, I started caring, bro. This was how long ago was that? 4 years ago. 188 weeks. Three and a half weeks ago. When I first started making music, some of the shit I did was comedic because I didn't want to take myself seriously at all.
Yeah.
But if you want to do this, you have to take it seriously.
Right.
So it's like I stopped being so trying to play off the niche. I'm a funny rapper, and it was just like I started actually getting into it. It helped me vent things that I can't put into words unless it was over a beat. I started speaking to the microphone instead of being on a beat. Does that make sense?
Speaking into the microphone instead of being on the beat.
Speaking to the microphone. Like the microphone is my therapist. You talking to this guy. This man is listening, what you got to say, everything's going smooth. Versus being on a beat. Anybody can be on a beat. You could put random Joe off the street on a beat. He could say, "Oh, I'm
like
out
that.
here living." But when I'm speaking to the microphone, it's like I'm really letting that shit out.
I like that.
Right? I mean, it makes sense too. It's not even like you have to grasp that concept. It's like that's so understandable.
Yeah. So you definitely you put in the work, start taking your craft a little more seriously,
Yeah.
and you start seeing improvement. What was some of the ways that like basically you started seeing the improvement?
You go ahead.
Like and as an example, like basically, was it the fans? Was it your producer? Like what was the instance that you was like, hey, this shit's starting to come together?
Yeah, so I made this one project called Runts and Rascals. Fine name. Shout me out. Runts and Rascals was an accumulation of all the local artists in Ackworth and Woodstock. I found anybody who was willing to work with me. And when you're sitting there in the booth, you have 2 hours to complete a song. They depend on you. I depend on them. It forces you out of your comfort zone. And some of these people are not my style. Right. And so we go in there and we work something out. You're pushing out of your comfort zone is the main thing. And then you get inspiration. This is their zone. This is their type of music. And they're showing me the blueprint as they're laying down lines. And that shows me how to work forward with what I'm writing. I don't copy the flow. I don't copy the words they're saying. We agree on a topic. I listen to what they do. I listen to the beat. We get on the song, and boom. That's a year of improvement in 2 hours.
Yeah, and pressure. Because I think that's what kind of leads to the good diamond that you guys are making, is like that pressure is producing that diamond when you have to perform in those instances. Also, I want to say, I think that might have put some influence on your show game.
Yeah, for sure.
Like basically performing in front of strangers, and then once you start getting a good show game, coming into the studio, because some folks, they can't have certain people in the studio with them. They don't like to hear the music or whatever. It's got to be on a certain mic. Like there's always just so many stipulations that artists try to make when making their music. I think that sometimes they box themselves in or they clip their own wings.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So very interesting. Very interesting. So you said it was called Runts
and Rascals.
Runts and Rascals.
Crazy title. You want some cool titles? Check my discography. Don't even listen to music. Go look at what I be naming shit, bro.
Hey, yo, Dave, let me chime in here. Pull up Coughman, Fritz the Cat. That's my jam.
Can we play a song already? Is it too
soon? Yeah. No. We could get into some music real quick. Fritz the Cat.
Fritz the Cat, Coughman.
Yeah, I put it up on everything.
That's my jam right there. He go hard on this track right here.
When we were doing this though, you will notice the mixing could have been a step up. I really want to do a what's it called? A revamp of the project. I forget what it's called.
Remaster.
I want to do one of those, especially for Fritz the Cat. But this was like one of my earliest songs.
Fritz the Cat.
Yeah, right there. That's second one right there.
It's based off of that Ralph Bakshi.
It's my jam right here, Dave.
All right, before we get into this Fritz the Cat, I want to say something that you spoke on earlier, basically with like finding yourself, right, as an artist.
Yeah.
I once rapped once upon a time.
Oh, come on.
And right, and I end up leaning more into management. I think at one point I was kind of the underdog rapper in the crew.
Yeah.
And so I had to find other ways to kind of make myself important and and just diverse. But what I didn't recognize at the time, and I later had to figure out, right, and this is about my style. I used to always approach music with kind of just a uniqueness. I just always wanted to be a little different, right?
Hell yeah.
So that kind of was
your sound.
It was hard for me to find my sound because I was the engineer most of the time. I didn't have an engineer for myself.
Yeah.
But then once I did figure out my sound, and I seen a couple of other examples of it, I figured out what it was. And you spoke on this. But this was something that you didn't want to do, right? But comedic rap. I've realized that I was doing comedic rap.
Yeah, I have some songs that are like that.
And
don't get me wrong.
Right. And it was the concepts, the punchlines. It's like that's what came to me naturally, right?
Yeah.
But then I would make other songs. So that's just something that just caught me because it was like, there's a fine line. There's a couple of people that do it. Eminem does comedic rap from
Dicky,
time to time.
That's Dicky, the biggest one out
right now. There's a few people that do it, right? Lil Duval, for instance, right?
Yeah.
When I started identifying with the actual genre, I was like, and I was watching Dave, I was like, hey, I fucking rap like that.
It can be kind of fi too if you spin it, like finesse it just right.
Right. So when I see Fritz the Cat, a couple of just things that you say, even Coughman, right?
Yeah.
It's like it gives me that vibe off top, but then I'm intrigued, I would say.
Yeah, for
right?
sure.
I'm intrigued. So let's get into the music. This is Fritz the Cat.
A jam right here.
Open it up. Give us a little breakdown. We don't know who produced it. And give us.
It should be on there.
Yeah. I just said just intro the record for us.
So Fritz the Cat was one of the very first things I was extremely proud of. Producer is definitely lost to time. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm gonna get sued soon for this shit. I gotta get on top of that. My next project, every producer is noted, right? My ass is getting sued without a doubt. But Fritz the Cat, it's just an introspective piece with a laid back setting. I don't even know, dude. Like it'll explain itself as you listen to it. Don't forget the gifts that you're born with, the talent that you accumulate over time, and what you have hidden inside of you. Don't be afraid to show that shit.
Fritz the Cat, Coughman, Word on the Net podcast. Let's get into it right here. Oh.
Is it on?
I gotta switch the sound. Excuse me.
You're good.
Excuse me.
Perdone him. Perdone.
So formal, he cordially invites the horde of the whores for the oral. Switch into the spot that I shift, bitch, wrapping it into a spliff. Sit, pocking it into my gift. No, nobody be fucking with this. Paying it back in the ocean I drift. Taking a drag, taking it quick, coming it down. Come as a bitch. What is your sound? What is your niche? Blindfolded and barefooted, I bear forward. Buying time as I spend binds in joint closure. Kind-hearted like Kid Cudi and candy apples. Drink Snapple as I crack on my last lasso. Fishy feeling from the gravity, a cat on the fritz. Fact that after first performance, groupie grabbing the dick. Checking with the boys about it. The Lakers wish you would shout it. Coffers leaving the mouth in the moment I'll be out it. Born different and hammerly lifted. I think we chosen for performance, but our purpose is